Hey, 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 family. It is Yonda, and I am here today to talk to you all about real estate. I do apologize. I am late. It is past 3 o'clock. But guess what? Better late than never. So I'll say that. It's a pleasure and honor to be here today. We are live streaming on YouTube and also on X. We're going to be here for about a half an hour, give or take. And one of the things that we're going to be talking about, I know I have like two titles, y'all. This is so hilarious. We're going to discuss the top five real estate investment mistakes that I want to share with you all. So I've done something similar in the past, and I want to make sure that I do this again. I'm not even sure if my headsets are connected. This is so funny, but it's all right. So I am live streaming again on YouTube as well as on X, and it's a pleasure and an honor to be here this morning, or excuse me, this evening, afternoon with you all. It's Friday, y'all, so I'm excited it's Friday. I've been in real estate for quite some time, so I feel comfortable coming on here and talking to you all about these top five investment mistakes that I want to make sure that I can save some of you from. So, hey there. Hi there, Cycle Rewards. Pleasure to have you here. Thank you for coming on. Feel free. Let me see if I can show your comment because I always like to give love and appreciation to individuals who take their time and come and support my podcast, my broadcast, my live stream. So I am the live stream queen who help you live your goals in real estate and business and in retirement. So today, why this is so important is because I feel like the best time to buy real estate is now. And I feel that way because it's never going to be perfect. So I just tell you number 5, let's get started. So the fifth reason or mistake that I don't want you to make in buying real estate is not having a plan. So that goes into exactly what I'm talking about. Like not having a plan about why are you buying real estate? Why are you interested in real estate? What do you hope to gain from getting into the real estate business? So sit there and really write out your thoughts on how you feel about real estate. Write out your thoughts about if you want to look at commercial, if you want to look at multifamily, you're interested in residential, you just want to buy some land. Okay, there are so many ways that you can invest in real estate. My niche in real estate is international real estate, is single family, it's investing in what is it? Opportunity zones, as well as some other niches. So I'm just excited. And by the way, if you haven't heard, in Baltimore, Maryland, they have $1 houses. $1 houses. And so that's a whole nother story. If you go back maybe a few broadcasts, and I plan to talk to you more about that, we have like 58 days left to be able to really get engaged in this $1 house. And my goal is to get 12 of them. Okay. So just hold on to that. But we'll talk more about that. So having a plan, make sure you have a plan because not having a plan is one of the worst things that you can do, one of the worst mistakes you can make in real estate. Number 4, so I'm going backwards. You want to stay to the end because you want to hear the number one mistake you don't want to make when investing in real estate. Okay. So, number 4 is listening to too many experts, right? So, you'll always, and I would say you'll always, in your due diligence, right? And we're going to talk about that as well. You'll hear experts say now is a great time. You'll hear some experts say now is a bad time. You'll hear people talk about, well, what about the mortgage or the lending rates and those type of things. And really it goes back to number 5, which is make sure you have a plan. And if you have a plan, then you're prepared for how you're going to procure that asset, procure that real estate. So you're listening to too many experts is like having too many cooks in the kitchen. I don't know about y'all if y'all cook or you have your food prepared for you, but too many cooks in the kitchen. I know y'all didn't heard this one. What spoils the dish? All right, okay, now we move it on. So number 3 is trying to time the market. So I'm telling you now, this is springtime. So primarily during the springtime into September, real estate is hot. Like, I mean, it's like there's so many off market deals, and off market deals is and some people like to buyer transaction. And when you have those transactions where there's buyer to buyer, sometimes you don't even see them listed. And it's spring market time, so my screen is freezing up. I apologize, but nothing I can really do about it but continue to give you all this information for free. Today is my give back day. So when I give back, I'm giving you what took me over 20 years of knowledge, skill stacking, understanding the real estate industry, and I give you bite-sized chunks to get you excited about real estate because I'm excited about real estate. I'm passionate about real estate and I want you to be passionate about real estate and I want you to know that you can do it. You can be an investor. It doesn't matter if you're new and a beginner. It doesn't matter if you're experienced. There are opportunities available for you. And I'm here in the United States, so I'm sharing this with you all. So going back to the number three, trying to time the market, springtime is the hot time for real estate. It really is. And so specifically in my niches, it's tax lien time. So the month of May, I'm going around to different areas, to different auctions for my investors to be able to understand what's on the market and see if some of my investors want to bid on some of these counties or city properties. And we'll talk more about tax lien time. But again, trying to time the market. Now is a great time for you to invest in real estate, in my opinion. Okay. Next, number two. I know we're going through this fast, and it's 3:33 on the clock. Ha ha ha. Due diligence. A mistake that you make is not doing your due diligence. So, what do I mean about that? And you have to do your own research. This is a presentation. This is not legal advice. This is not financial advice. This is a presentation that I prepared in order to get you started and get you excited about what can be the possibilities in real estate. So, when you're doing your due diligence, you do things like location. So you do things like research the location because location is the number one thing that people want to know about when they're making a real estate decision. Is what location is it? Is that a good location? Is that a bad location? And most realtors won't tell you whether it's good or bad because there's laws and there's ethics when you're in real estate. So it's important for you to do your own research. And that's really due diligence. And then you have a team that I advise you as well. So whether it's your attorney, your legal team, your accounting team, but that's a part of your due diligence. Again, make sure that you do your own research before getting in any type of investment opportunity. That would be my personal advice. That would be my professional advice to you all. And the number one, okay, y'all like, man, I made it through here quick. I did make it through here quick because I have some stuff I need to talk to y'all about after this. The number one is trying to do it all by yourself. That's the worst thing you can ever do is try to buy and invest in real estate by yourself. Like you're just going to go out there and you're just going to figure it out and you're going to figure out the forms, you're going to figure out the location, you're going to figure out the history of whatever you're procuring. So whether it's land, whether it's multifamily, it's a single family, that's the worst thing you can do is try to do it by yourself. So always enlist me, your coach, to help you because that's what I'm here for, right? So you want to DM me. You want to say to me, and I'm on X, so you can call me on X. You can send me a note, say, "Hey, can we set up a call?" Absolutely. My calls don't cost you anything, and it's a quick call now. It's about 15 minutes, so we get to work real quick, in and out, and then we talk about what your interests are, what you're trying to do, and then we talk about how we establish our relationship going forward. Okay, but I want you to know I'm available for that. But trying to do it by yourself, I can't even imagine trying to do it by myself. And the reason why I've been investing in real estate for a few years, probably 4 years, 3 or 4 years. And when I started investing in real estate, and I should say, I've been a homeowner in the past, I'm a homeowner now. So when you look at home ownership, um, I was looking at investing and I wanted to invest in international real estate. So, what got me involved in international real estate was my sister. So, my sister said, "Hey, we need to look at this opportunity to connect with others, to do some group investing." So, I said, "Okay." And we decided to invest internationally. I think she went with a different group. I think they wound up buying a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. I went with another group. We decided to buy a penthouse. Yep. Like, okay. And it was just so interesting. I learned so much from that transaction. I'm still friends with the principal who owns several sites throughout a location internationally. So, and those are the kind of opportunities, investment opportunities that I talk to you all about. So it's a business, though. You have to understand that when you get into real estate, it really is like having a small business. So do you want to be a landlord, for instance? And if you want to be a landlord, then what are some things you need to know about renting out your property and being a landlord? There's a whole like I remember going to rent court, right? Because part of when you're a landlord and your tenants don't pay, that's one of the things that risk that you take. Because in anything, there are risks and there's rewards. And if your tenants don't pay, there's a whole paperwork trail that you have to put together, and you have to go to rent court and you have to hold your tenant accountable. And I remember talking to the judge, right? And the judge had this it had to be at least 3 inch ring binder, 3 inch ring binder, like, whoa, like, oh man. And he was like, I do not get on the bench without this binder because the laws are so vast. And so I oftentimes have to refer to it. And he's been in ring court for a long time. So I was like, okay. So I'm telling you, you think through what exactly you want to do. You want to have a plan. You want to understand the laws associated with that plan. And then you want to understand that that is a business. When you're investing, you also want to do your research. You want to stay educated. You want to understand because real estate changes so quickly. You know, when you purchase the real estate, the laws could be this way. Then 6 months down the road, the laws can change. I'll give you, for instance, I've had the opportunity to talk with a special task force that's put together by um, one of the judicial branches. And I'm talking to them about where they see real estate going in the future. And so just listening and listening to open meetings and committees and things like that, and looking at the future of real estate. Right. So really understanding that today the laws will be this way. And I'm just understanding, okay, so do you have to go to General Assembly? I'm like asking all these questions about how do you even change? I know I should know this, right? And I do a little bit, kind of. And this is what I'm talking about, doing your own due diligence. How do you even go about changing a law, making recommendations for the law changes? But that is one of the things by working with me as an investor, you know that I am going to keep you informed. And part of being in a membership investment group, so a real estate investment group called REIG, is investing with others. So don't feel like you have to take that risk on your own. You can also do it with others. And that's what I enjoyed the most, is doing that with others. So I want to open that up to you all. And again, this is live streaming on YouTube. Again, this is live streaming on X. I changed from LinkedIn for 1 week to see how that works out. But I really do appreciate you all's time. You're sitting here and you're listening to me talk to you about investing in real estate. You're hearing about the 5 mistakes you don't want to make when it comes to real estate investing. So I hope that you're taking notes and that you DM me, right? So that we can talk more and talk about your plan and talk about the locations that you're interested in. So, okay, now I need to pivot a little bit because I need to tell you about some really cool items, opportunities taking place, opportunities. So, one opportunity that I want to talk to you about is there are $1 houses in Baltimore, Maryland, in the United States. I'm like, wait a minute. And I've been looking at this, and the application is $100 for the application. Now, right now, from April 1st to July 1st, it's open to Baltimore City residents. Okay, you know I got you covered, right? And so after July 1st, it's going to be open to tons of folks. So right now is the great time where you get an opportunity. You can go on a website if you want to, for Baltimore City, Maryland, and you can look at the heat maps. And if you're interested in working with me as an investor, I then help you in this process because there's a lot to know. There's neighborhoods, there's a lot to know when you're looking at procuring a $1 home, right? And that's part of the real estate investment group and what we're looking to do, right? And then the next part of it, right? So, and oh God, I'm so excited about this because I get a chance to talk to so many people about this fantastic opportunity. Is It's just amazing. Now, there's some caveats to it. You have to have $90,000. Yeah, $90,000, and that's called like in your reserves. However, there's a $50,000 grant, and I do have a grant writer. So I talked to my grant writer. I have access to another grant writer. So, and that grant writer will help me get that $50,000 off of one property. So that takes it down to, okay, $40,000. So I'm excited about that. And so I'm like, okay, when you think about there's a $1 house, or there's a $1 commercial building, or there's a $1 lot. All right. And then the application fee is $100. And you have the opportunity, you have to have funding. It has to be funded, $90,000. And then there's a grant application for $50,000. Your out of pocket is $40,000. All right, so I always say, okay, how do you eat this elephant? Let's look at that, and I do what's called the reduction to ridiculousness. And the reduction to ridiculousness is saying, okay, how do I break that $40,000 up so that it's palatable, right? It can happen. So I take that $40,000 and I say, okay, so if I find 10 people who want to invest $4,000, and this is an example of how you approach it, then guess what? There's that $40,000. And it's that simple. And now you're in a small group of 10, and now you're looking at what's being procured. And the real estate investment group, you have some say in that as well. So I'm excited to share that with you all. In addition to, we have tax sale time. So the tax sales, if you're interested in understanding more about that, I can get into that, right? And it's really, I haven't looked at the list for certain counties yet, but I would tell you I have about 15 different counties and cities here in the state of Maryland that I'm able to look at for the month of May. So that's exciting as well. So if you're interested, let's talk more about that because I'm excited to share that with y'all. This is investment time. This is time to get started. It's a perfect time to get into real estate. So I hope you're getting excited. Like, yeah, You can do this, and it doesn't take a lot of money to get started. That's the best part about this. It doesn't take a lot of money to get started. And again, you always got to do your own due diligence, and this presentation is really for you. All right, so I'm gonna stop there for today because I feel like I've given you so much information to consider. And my big announcement, y'all ready for my big announcement? Yep. All right, so on Sunday, I am opening up a live stream called Mind Your Business. Right, and it's a play on words like mind your business, but really talking to folks about business, answering some questions, some best practices in business, how I see businesses changing, not really tied to any particular sector as much as just talking to you all about what it means, what's out there in business. And you may even have some information you want to share. I'll probably be coming more from a small business perspective, just what I'm seeing out here as a small business owner as well. So I'm excited to share that with you. And then I'll do a Saturday space as well. So I'm picking up and I'm adding more to my calendar because I really, really love what I do. I love being on here on live stream. I love talking to you. I love empowering you to do more for yourself. So I want to say thank you all for your time. I'm excited that I had so many folks on here today. Yay! And look forward to sharing more with you in real estate. And again, I can't believe I was late today, but oh, my goodness, better late than never. And I tell you, thank you so much. Mwah. I love you